Alright, as I mentioned, as we are back with another episode, reason why I'm doing this is I wanted a game that I could, confectionery company of the Nin Nin. Cat. Good gravy. So I way the game is set up and the way it's done, a lot of the elements that were available to you in the first section just disappear, and so I'm not able to continue doing some of the tricks, and I suffer because of it. And so I hit a section, or I hit a snag in one of the sections, and I actually deleted a recording because I kept doing that section over and over and over and over and over and over, and you kind of get the picture. It's to the point where I'm going, I am not going to make an episode out of this, and I kind of got burnt out of playing it for the moment, simply because of that. So I wanted to do something to kind of take my mind off of Oddworld, so I don't have to actually do recordings for it right now, or any edits to any of the games, because, you know, like I said, when you're kind of aggravated by the game that you're playing, one of the last things you want to do is get a game over. And just, you know, you don't want to get stuck, because that's going to aggravate you. And so I didn't want to get stuck. I wanted to actually be able to play the game and play the game through. Elevator. Not an elevator section, thankfully, or at least it better not be, because that's a small elevator. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So that's why I'm playing Final Fight at the moment, because, again, it's one of those where I'm going, yeah, I understand that I'm sucking it up at the moment, as far as I'm not doing a really, really good job of playing the game. But, it's still, you gotta be kidding me. So it's one of those where, even though I'm doing a terrible job at it, I can make it through the end of it, and I can get a couple of, you know, the 4 episodes is probably what this is going to be. I don't think this level is as long as the last one. Depends on how much I die, I guess. If I keep dying, it's going to take forever. As I get hit by Endori Jr. Why Endori Jr.? Alright, Endori Jr., keep being a little jerk and whatnot. I am so not running towards you. Alright, so I should be able to get thrown and pile driven by Endori Jr. That is great. Ugh. Come on, come on. Oh, and then we are almost at a game over again. I mean, yeah, in normal circumstances, this would get on my nerves, but this for me is going to be kind of, I won't say a filler Let's Play, but it kind of is in the long run, you know. Oddworld is going to take me some 30 episodes, as opposed to, you know, and it's going to be one of the longest Let's Plays I've done. I think the longest Let's Play that I've done so far is Undertale, and I think that was somewhere around 30-something episodes, if I remember correctly. Okay. I actually got hit by one. Yay. We're gonna game over in just a second. Bald Bull. Who's gonna hit me? Bald Bull. No, it's gonna be a host of these guys who block. But there's so little room that they can't really get around me, which I'm actually liking this at the moment because they honestly can't get around me. And so this is working in my favor at the moment. No! No! Okay. I should be nearing the big boss of this game, though. Like, I should be getting very close to him. But I figured this is something I could record in just a couple of episodes, finish the game out, you know, just do a couple of things. And I'll probably, as time goes on, as I die again, I'll end up recording more from this because this is this is a cornucopia of games. 20-something some odd games, Bionic Commando. I mean, just little things like that that I can take a little bit of time out of my day and saw that incoming. I saw it the first time, couldn't stop it. I really don't know what to say right now. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I could talk about, actually, I could talk about, I have gotten into a slight obsession at the moment that I guess I really want to talk more about it in a different episode. So I'm going to let it go at the moment and mention it later. No, I'll talk about it now. I have a slight obsession with the app TripAdvisor. And it's because of the fact that I like being able to kind of nitpick my way through certain restaurants. Like, I actually jump those for once in my stinking life, and I get hit by Andore and Andore Jr. Yay, and I get taken out. Another game over screen. Oh, I keep forgetting I gotta pick a character. But I've got a slight obsession with TripAdvisor at the moment. And the reason why I'm obsessed with it is because of the fact that I'm able to sit and pay closer attention to the restaurant that I'm in and certain things in the restaurant. Like, come on. Like service and things of that nature. And I've actually gotten a few responses from some of the companies that I've seen, which I thought was pretty cool, to be honest with you, as far as the management getting in contact with me, as far as over any problems or something of that nature that I've had, or even if I'm talking about good things. So, it's to me, it's neat being able to do that. And being, I'm like one of the top advisors in the city I live in, which, I live in a small city, so that's not saying a lot. I'm like, I can't remember what percentile I'm in, but I mean, I think it's kind of neat that I'm one of the top ones in the city, and being able to discuss, restaurants and things of that nature, or even places to visit, like there's a swamp park near here, and discussing, as I die, and just being able to discuss the good and bad of any place you go to. So I thought it was pretty cool, and it's, like I said, it's a neat little obsession. I've got to the point where tonight Wren and I did a couple of things. We ended up going to a restaurant. Did not avoid those drum cans and got the living daylights knocked out of me. Gonna have another game over in about a matter of seconds. And I'm just like, so what would you rate this? And we actually discuss, well, I would rate it this, or I would rate it that, or I would rate it the other, and then we've got Poison and Roxy, and we have a game over screen again. Gonna go ahead and just skip through all that stuff. Go ahead and hit. Why weren't they hurt just now? Why? Take me to the boss. Let me beat the boss. And if I remember correctly, the boss is going to be one of those really, really aggravating bosses. Which is fine. Just let me take the boss on. Ah. Trap him, trap him, trap him, trap him, trap him, please. Don't let him do anything otherwise. You are through. So I should be at the final boss now, which I'll probably, knowing this, I've got like 3,000 more enemies to fight against. Ah, no. I called it. I knew there'd be more. I can't ever just have it my way. Ah. But we will discuss, like, the restaurants and, you know, what was good about the waitress, what was bad. Like, tonight we went to a restaurant. It was a burger joint called M Shack. And the restaurant, as far as the burgers, were good, albeit the burgers were small. We could not find a clean table, which absolutely irked the living daylights out of me. So we finally found a table we could sit at, and the seating in the place was so small. Like, there's hardly any room. And then the table we get, it's missing, like, a paper towel dispenser. Every table around us has a paper towel dispenser, but ours. To the point where I waited for one of the tables to, to the people to leave, and then I stole everything at that table. And we have another game over screen. Yay. And like I said, the burger was good. I had something called an Asian burger, which had spicy coleslaw. It came with kind of they called it a kind of a sauce, but the sauce to me tasted like molasses with a little bit of spice. But it was actually pretty good as far as like, the burger. It was really, really good. Wren got I think it was called a sunrise burger, which came with like bacon and a sunny side up egg. And then we ordered like some truffle fries. There we go. There's our boss. A Belger, guy in a wheelchair with our daughter. And I am trying to remember how you take him on. And I am going to do horribly against this old guy. Yeah, there we go. Get him out of that chair. That's what you want. Get him out of that chair. My daughter is on the ground, but you, sir, are ow. You're going to do a whole lot more damage to me than I'm letting on right now. Ah, nope. No, Andori Jr., how dare you? How dare you? Ah! So, I mean, like, have you ever had any bad experiences at a restaurant like that? So tell me about it. Like, what are some bad experiences you may have had at a restaurant? Like, I think the big thing that really irked me in the end was like, they had fries. They were called truffle fries, which my wife ordered. This boss is cheap. With that, we kill him, though. Ah, splat. So he's dead now. And with that, the game is beat. So, like, again, the truffle fries, though, they were supposed to be Parmesan cheese covered with, like, some truffle sauce. Oh, Father, I was so scared. I'm so glad to see they didn't hurt you. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I am not good. That sounds like Scruffy. Scruffy the janitor here. Glad to see they didn't hurt you. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I thought I'd lost you like I lost your mother. I'll never let anything bad happen to you again. I love you, Father. And so that is the end of Final Fight. Guy and Cody got to see nothing. So, and the Guy and Cody are just walking off. They're like, we couldn't play in this game one bit. We don't care anymore. We're done with all this. This game sucks. And of course, that's not the case. But, as I said, the fries, they're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very stale. Or the cheese on them were stale. And so I'm like, it doesn't get a good response from me. So, I mean, Cody, I kiss you. Whoa, what? Cody, I love you. Where are you going? Guy just like kicked the crap out of him. How can you just walk away now? And just so Jessica get to him, he's like, I want to stay here with you, Jessica, but I can't. Not while evil still stalks the streets. Oh, Cody, you'll go to jail soon. And they kiss. Game over. So, just go ahead and sound out if you've had, like, a bad experience below. That's Final Fight, though. And like I said, this should give me enough leeway to kind of get everything prepared to try to finish up the next game. But anyway, Final Fight, it's a good game. I'm sure a lot of people will be able to play it a whole lot better than I did. But this is me playing, and this is Andrew the Moo, and I